So we're backstage at Tramlines Festival in Sheffield for Virgin Radio, joined by Stereophonics.
Hello.
And we seem to be in the most 1970s room that I've ever seen. There's lots of orange and brown going on.
Yeah, looks like my mother's house back in the day. That wallpaper there particularly.
Is it bringing back memories?
It is. I feel like we're in life on Mars right now.
And the heat wave has gone away.
Yeah.
The festival weather is back
to normal,
with us.
isn't
How do you keep people's spirits up when they are getting rained on?
Feed them spirits, mainly. I don't know. We've had a very lucky run. We've been all across Europe, and we got about 6 shows left. But it was interesting looking out the bus window half an hour ago and thinking, oh yeah, we're back to normal now. But people would be alright. I think they're happy to have a bit of rain, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're too English for all of the sunshine that's been happening.
Yeah, a bit of cool weather. They can drink more now as well. So.
Yeah, that's the thing. You want them to keep their spirits up. Can you a bit of a rendition? Don't You Want Me, Baby?
Yeah.
That's the thing in this neck of the woods. It's normally the chants of Yorkshire, which confuses a lot of the American bands, doesn't it, when they hear that?
Yeah, I don't mind. I'm a Leeds fan.
And you've had 10 studios album now. 10 studio albums have come out now. So how do you narrow down what to put into your set? I mean, with that many albums, you could play an entire festival yourself.
Could play an entirety. Well, it depends how long you've got to play, really. Tonight, I think we've got about 90 minutes. Mm-hmm. We'll be playing our own shows. You probably play about 2.5. So, I guess in these kind of environments, in towns like Sheffield and where we were last night, Scarborough and places like that, you generally give the big radio songs that people are familiar with, and the bands are kind of big songs on every record across the 10, so the people are familiar with lots of different stuff. So, and there's a lot of kids have been jumping on board with the band the last 6-10 years, 16, 17-year-old kids. So, and there's people that's followed the band since 1996. So you just try to give a broad range of tracks that, span that time, really.
So it's just trying to keep everybody happy, isn't it? So obviously you want the 16, 17-year-olds to enjoy it just as much as those loyal fans that have been there since day one.
Exactly, yeah. So it's basically, a set that makes people feel good. It's a very jubilant, kind of celebratory kind of selection of songs. It's not some obscure B-side from 1997,
I remember you saying when we last spoke that you were having to listen to some of your songs on Spotify to remember some of the obscure ones.
I was doing this morning. I had to do this morning. I realised I was singing something the complete wrong way to where I actually recorded it. So
is that when you get the fans correcting you? Like you see them mouthing the lyrics and they're doing the right ones?
Never look at a fan mouthing lyrics, because when they sing the wrong ones, you sing the wrong ones as well.
There was a festival in Belgium we did last week at Pearl Jam, and they had these cards that people could hold up in the Werchter Festival, and they could write things on, like whiteboards. And then you start reading them, and then you're completely lost, because you start reading people's messages. And it's one thing your brain can't do is play the guitar, sing and read at the same time. It's not possible.
That's definitely pushing it. And depending on the messages they've written, you don't want to be saying that on stage, do you?
No, you don't. No, some of them you definitely don't know.
Not family friendly. And I saw your post on Instagram saying that you stopped off via York and you played there on your solo tour in 2001, and all the front pages said you'd split up, and look at you now. You're still going in 2018.
We are. I had a flashback up there this morning. It was nice walking around there. I don't think I've been there since, and apart from a mate's wedding. But yeah, I played there on a little solo tour before Just Enough Education and Perform came out. But because I did a little solo shows, people thought the band was splitting up, so it was all on the front cover of The Enemy and stuff. So it brought a lot of that period back to me today. Thinking here we are 21 years later still playing.
Did you ever imagine that you would still be going and have this longevity?
Did you imagine?
I think we did, yeah. We always had the drive, like even when we were, like teenagers playing in pubs and clubs around South Wales, we always wanted to be the best we could possibly be. We knew we were in it for the long haul. We didn't want to be one-hit wonders, and it was all about playing the best you could possibly play and writing the best songs. So that's kind of stuck with us.
And it's paid off so far, as you say, still going.
It has, yeah. We're doing all right. It's going all right. Let's not mess it up by thinking about it.
And I've seen that you've posted some of the vlogs of the tour and things that you've been doing. So how much has social media changed things for you in the band? Because obviously when you first started out, hardly anybody even had a mobile phone, and now everyone has one.
No
the
TVs,
fans can tweet you,
I don't personally have a social media thing. It's the band has it. Jamie, the drummer, he loves doing his vlogs, and he sends them to me and Richard and asks us what we think, and he's got this little camera he loves taking with him everywhere he goes. But it's fun for people to stay in touch with the band. It's great. It's a good tool if you use it right, I think. If you're telling people, you know, where you're going down the shop to buy and all that boring stuff that a lot of people do on a day-to-day basis, then I'm not that interested. But if there's something related in what you're doing, then it's cool.
Because it can remove some of the mystique. I think when you look back at the 70s and 80s, there was that real rock star mystery. And as you say, if you're going, I'm going down the shop, it does take away some of the magic somewhat.
Yeah, I don't like it when it's on about your private life or your personal life. I think if it's to do with the band, then it's fair enough. People can have a right to know about that stuff, but it's not something I go. I mean, I'm older than when it all came out, so it's not something I needed. I haven't got time. I haven't got time to be doing it. You know what I mean?
You've written 10 albums. You haven't got time to be on Instagram Live.
Well, the album part's easy. It's just life. I haven't got time for all that. Letting people know what I'm doing in between and everything else. Yeah.
And for your dream festival lineup, if you could pick 3 artists.
Oh, they're saying Jeff Beck now.
They could be living or dead or split up or still together. What 3 artists would you pick for a festival lineup?
Jeff Beck. This song here is where we used to go out on a Saturday night to Connections, getting drunk in Connections. This was at like the nightclub when we were kids.
It was played every
8 o'clock every night. The song, come on, that's why I nicked the idea for More Life in the Tramps Fest, because everybody would start pogoing and singing it. If Jeff Beck's listening, you're not having any money for it.
Doesn't sound like it.
Doesn't sound like it. It was just the same idea. Yeah.
So Jeff Beck. Jeff
Beck. Stevie Wonder, because Jeff Beck played guitar on Superstition. So we need one more.
I'd go for Elvis. I would, because
you're basically creating a super group, aren't you? Here,
he was the king, you know, and I don't think he ever played a festival. So,
Colonel Tom Parker wouldn't let him play festivals.
And apart from wellies, what would you say are the festival essentials that people need to remember if they're going to go to one this summer?
Salt and vinegar crisps. Always good for hangover. Salt and vinegar crisps. They put all the right salts back into your system. They sort your tongue out. Yeah, salt and vinegar crisps.
bring your own booze, basically, because it's really expensive for festivals. So yeah.
And anything else you'd like to say?
Bring a mattress for the back of your van. That's what we used to do. We used to have a yellow telecom van, put a mattress in the back, and sleep in the back of the van. We watched Pulp that night. Actually, they're from Sheffield. There you are. There's a link.
All of the pro tips. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope that goes well later.
Thank you very much, and me. I hope it goes okay too. Hope it don't rain.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
It's all about the music. Virgin Radio.